All right. Um, I've just recorded a new video for Sunday, January 26th. If you just watched my last video, I'm not sure how to handle when I need to come back to the crossword because they're just too hard. Um, Probably the best answer is to get some sort of video editing software rather than just recording everything in one take. That might come in the future. For now, I'm still a bit lazy, and most of the time I do solve it in one sitting. But very sad, 12-day streak of no cheating. I missed the Saturday needing one square to help me out, and I solved it. But being a purist is a purist, so we are resetting from zero, and it's a Sunday. The Sundays are easy ish compared to Saturdays. The grid is bigger. It's supposed to be a Wednesday level of difficulty, but it's just a longer grind because of the bigger grid. And maybe I'm old, but the small squares kind of get me too. My average for a Sunday, 28 minutes. Although I often do it on my phone. And so I think on the computer, we're going to be faster than the average. So we're going to try. You can see yesterday, 48 minutes on the Saturday. That's with also revealing a letter. So that's what demolished our streak. Was it was a tough week overall. You look at Friday, Thursday was a 23-minute above average. So was Tuesday as well. And fairly long for a Monday for me as well to be right around that 5 minute mark. So anyway, all good. We did solve last Sunday. That's how we got our 12-day streak. And let's start again from scratch. The mini first. Do a little warm up and then we'll jump into the Sunday. Instrument in a band's rhythm section is a bass. The name Jane Doe. Alibi, maybe. Legendary actress Greta, not sure. Manicure board's emery board. Singular is soul. The bun for a breakfast sandwich often. Ooh, bagel. This is lone. This is Alamo, siren. Certain words spelled the British way. Oh boy. Base of miso. Soy. Alias. Saber. Greta Garbo. Base. Alias. I guess it's not an alibi. The hell? Alibi is obviously your cover story. Greta Garbo. Recognize the name, have no idea. Emery board, that's a nail for filing your nails. And this slowed us down because I put soul instead of lone, but the shape of the word still would have matched, so it was a bit of a guess. The bun for breakfast sandwich is a bagel, Texas landmark, Alamo, siren, certain sword. Ah, misread it. I read certain word, which thought could have been anything. But if I read that right, I think I would have got it sooner. 39 seconds. Leaderboard. Mr. Goose has not solved it yet. Okay, let's go back and solve the crossword. This puzzle is intended to have picture clues. If you're solving on an app that hasn't been updated, you might see a description of a missing image file. Okay, supposed to have clues, picture clues, letter openers. So maybe it has to do with things like to whom it may concern, dear sir or madam, blah, 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 something like that. The weekend is almost here. What you yell is thank God it's Friday or TGIF. Pioneers of freeze drying food, not sure. Share from an illicit endeavor. Your share. What do you, so you rob a bank and you split it 10 ways? Not sure. Your cut? Polite term of address might be ma'am. Lifted one's spirits. Drank. Riveting persona. This is Riveting Rosie, who I think riveted planes. There's like cartoons of her like holding a rivet gun. Frozen treat with a domed lid. I think McFlurry or Blizzard. I guess it's an icy. It's a very American thing. We call them Slurpees. I think in Western Canada they're called Slurpees. When I lived in Eastern Canada, we called them slushies. I guess in the States they're called ices. C19 down. Circled letter plus cane. Okay. Or a hook. No idea. Gotta figure out that later. Place for a white picket fence and a mom and pop shop. Small town. Who knows? Aid for using Bluetooth. What helps you use Bluetooth? Startle. Flirt with. Feel bad. It's ale. Got one. Circled letter plus shoulder. That's a shoulder of the road, right? Broad shoulder. Letter openers, though. Road. Don't know. Highly capable. Passion. Water feature created by rising sea levels. Is that a bog? Lagoon? Stem part. Engineering? Math? Eng? Sierra Leone? What are the odds? Circle letter plus tray. Or is that an inbox? I don't know. Awkward people to butt dial. Your boss? But it's people. So maybe X's. You can check. Yes. Ale. Not sure. Rex, Lex, Tex. Circuit board device. Should be a diode. Vast is an operation. Not sure. Something Collins. Who wrote The Hunger Games? No idea. Helen Mirren, I believe. A futon component. What's part of a? It's a. I don't know. I want to say sofa, but that's not a component. That's just what a futon is. Was transfixed by, in a way. This is glass eel, I think. Give a darn. So? French aperitif. Not sure. What do you drink at the beginning? Weapon with wires. Circled letter plus sewing, knitting. Sorry, I'm gonna make this bigger. The letters are too big. Why don't the clues fit? Something yarn. Justice Kagan. Supreme Court. Should know it, but I don't. Natural feature between Mexico and Texas, I think is a river or a Rio. This is Oshkosh Bagosh. Don't know why I know that. I think it's a children's store. TV journalist Navarro. Don't know. Annual observance for breast cancer awareness. Is it May 1st? Knee parts in brief as kneecaps. Sometimes you see it as patellae or patella if there's one. Auto mechanics tool. I want to say socket. Vowel sound in father. Soft A or like soft E. War room briefings in military shorthand. Gold medal offering. Au contraire. Cause of puddles in early spring. Melt? Circled letter plus cape. Escape. Go a little one way or the other. This is Gordon Moore, a doubling. It's a way to measure the rate of progress. So basically, uh, computer chips have grown exponentially for like the last 80 years. Uh, so doubling every 2 years. It's actually a crazy amount of growth. Not sure if there's another thing that has followed that trend line to the extent of computing, but obviously very topical. Record label for Backstreet Boys, no idea. Tech company exec is probably a chief technology officer. Although you don't want to put tech company and put CTO because it's kind of a no-no to put the answer as part of the clue. So this is probably a chief information officer. In a corner, not sure. Cause of some sleep issues, apnea. Circle letter plus M, MIT. Who knows? Done. Oh, 10, not sure. Show listlessness, not sure. See above in footnotes. Also don't know. Got online, say. Is it logged in? Signed in? No. 7 letters. Conclave actress Isabella. Circle letter plus pi. Don't know. Saber alternative. Ape, remember we said that this is common. It could also be a foil. There's 3 types of fencing swords, but in crossword, it's almost always ape. Worst time for a double fault. Deuce. Isn't that the worst time? I guess it's add out. It's probably add out, which means you're down by 1 to your opponent in tennis. So if you hit 2 bad balls, you lost the game. Approaches furtively, not sure. Over here is psst, psst. Hydroelectric projects is dance. White and nerdy, as opposed to riding dirty, the Chameleonaire track that I kind of like. There's also a B side of that track that he did with Akon that nobody really knows about. It's on a mixtape that Chameleonaire made back when I listened to more mixtapes. Structure that's set on fire is a pyre, like in a funeral, or it's houses in LA. Yeah. Network owned by Showtime. I guess this is TBS. It's probably not though. It's probably TLC. Mighty wind is a gale or a gust, but it would be CS, so it's probably gale. One might start as a seed, as an idea. Have no blah, blah, blah of perfection. You'll never reach it. Form? Just like that. Italic? Very literally. Without regard to privacy. Not sure. Temporary residence. Might it be a tent? Largest public school in the US by enrollment. Who knows? So much Americana. PST, Pacific Standard Time. Guessing it's Pacific or STD maybe. Circled letter plus should be cane, right? Letter openers. No idea. So far, as yet, for to now, safe harbors. Poker pot is a kitty. So it is Rosie. It's a take to so far to now. Little clunky. Not sure. Is this asyli? Asylums? Fair hiring letters. Employment, equal employment opportunity. Storage devices made obsolete by MP3 players. Micro, mini. What did storage devices make obsolete? Sharp is acute. Boy who cried wolf is Aesop. Maker of fables. Intended as meant. So we can solve these. Small town USA or midtown USA? Kashmiri King. Raha. Startle is Jolt. Anytown USA. This is to now. Little clunky. Is this a Sili? Circled letter plus what's runaway? Is it runaway? Circled letter. R. Not sure. Number 2. That seems wrong also. Maybe it's not runaway. Bit. Had. Getaway. G. Getaway. What's number 2? Aid. Water feature created by rising sea levels. Still not sure. Flirt with. Highly capable. It's adept. Mini science, I guess. Mini discs. Did have one of those as a kid. They were fun. Off is wax. Flirt with is hit on. Sure. Not quite the same meaning, I would say. Part of an act is a scene, as in a play. All right, let's go back to the downs. Or do we chip away at this? Fast as an operation. Circled letter, not sure yet. Still not sure yet. Circled letter. What's it pointing at? The edge of the road? Helps informally. Does a solid, I think. Not caps. Knee parts and brief. Something CLs. One of the CLs. One of the ligaments. Passion. Guarantee. I don't know. I want to say insist, but that doesn't seem like a guarantee. More crafty, a slyer. Shivers. Burr. Circled letter. Back seat. Visible signs of maturity. Large scale operation. Age. Got down to business in a way. No idea. No idea. A dad. Later is in a while. Crocodile. Cognizant of is on to. Arlo Guthrie. Only know that from crosswords. I guess this is Susanna. Suzanne. Diddly spot is 0. Okay, that works. Continuing with the downs. Megan the Stallion. There for suckers. Meditative martial art is Tai Chi. Common word with or without an apostrophe. Hmm. Wi-Fi? Wireless. What does Wi-Fi even stand for? Ragu? Work? Group? But why? Still don't really know what this is. This is Anna, I guess, or Ava. Something gun. Oil gun. Cut off. Lob off. Vowel sounded father. Soft. A or E? I think A. What's this? Gold medal offering. White flower? Is that a brand? A knurl. I really don't know what the revealer is here still. Office folder. Who folds stuff in the office? Dude. This could be all wrong. Could be not Wi-Fi or May 1st. Stereo set. Weird. This is son of. Ape escape. 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 Circled letter plus cape is escape. Sure. What's this then? Hides, rides, sidestep, lock off. Escape and sidestep. Opening letters. Okay, it's an opening letter because it's escape. And to escape is to sidestep. Okay, so they're just synonyms. Therefore, suckers is straws. It's ACLs. Weapon with wires is a taser. Guarantees ensure. This is, was transfixed by, stared at, sure. Passion. Rex? Is it ardence? That? Without regard to privacy. Okay. Something cane, right? Arcane. Arcane. What does arcane mean? Clear. Ear. Clip. That's dumb. Fuck, that's dumb. That's a Bluetooth headset. Not all Bluetooth. It's more shit using Bluetooth that's not a headphone. And has this person seen AirPods? Like, there's no ear clips even in headphones anymore. Bad clue. Have no fear of perfection. You'll never reach it. Laid. The shopping channel, maybe? No. Made. The movie channel. Made toast, right? Lifted your spirits. PST part is standard then. Without regard to privacy. Temporary residence. Camp? Arcane is clear as mud. Sure. I guess it's LSU. No, it could be anything. ASU. So the Incas pioneered freeze-drying food. Without regard to privacy is no style. Noisily. Ardency. Nosily. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. At least we kind of solved it. Circled letter plus, what is that? What is it pointing at? And then it needs to be a synonym to this. Is it getaway? G. A bit is a 10. What's this? What are the odds? Seems right. Not sure. We'll have to skip it. You user? USO? Circled letter plus whatever's happening there. Knit. So? No. What's happening in that picture, though? I want to say this is work group, but then what would that be? Unit? A unit is a work group. Holy shit. Do we hate this? Do we hate this Sunday? I think we do. Unit. That's what it sounds like. Unit. And a unit is a work group. Annual observance. War room briefings. Situation. Sit something. Sit reps. Sit reps. Age. What's a visible sign of maturity? Au contraire is not so, maybe? Age spots, okay. Dude is a bro. Stupid. Sit. Was it no bra day? Were and were, okay. This is bro. Sit reps. Office folder. What is an office folder? Not melt. Chances are cause of puddles in early spring. Became one. Wed? No. Wed? Thaw. Wed. In a corner. Laptop. Okay. They fold. That's good. In a corner. Got down to business in a ways. Talked shop. Justice Keegan. Elena? French aperitif. Still no idea. Something tray. Betray. Backstab and betray. Okay. Futon component is a slat. I guess it's Elena here. I believe that is some kind of booze I might have drank once in my life. In the corner is trapped. Salt's companions. What does that even mean? In an uncouth manner, rudely. Theseus need in labyrinth. 10 got online, say. Not sure. We're working on the down still. Marketing worker, ad rep, credit informally, props, as in good job, you know. Prominent features of elephant seals. I guess it's their noses. Droop, sure. As a conclave actress, Isabella. Not sure who that is. Wee fellow is a lad. Comedian Radner. Not sure. A perfect storm, for example. That is Venus. It rotates very slowly. Okay, emit, which is give off. Okay. Innocent sort. I don't know. Is it not so? What's this one? Son of. Yeah, okay. Lean. Modern prefix with anxiety, eco anxiety, because of climate change. Ugh, God. Perfect storm is an idiom, I guess. See above. Comedian Radner. Rossellini. I guess it's Gilda. Got online. One more. Pi. S pi. I guess it's probably something C. Got online. Got online. Not sure. Hard thing to find in a house of mirrors is the door, I guess. Channel with the one-time spin-off, America's Store. Home Shopping Network. Emirate. San Francisco to Napa. I guess that's not sure. Is it Napa north of SF? I think it is. North northeast, maybe? Yeah. Because then this is have eyes on. Have a spy. Something have eyes on. Yeah, have eyes on. Extend one's military service to re-up. Approaches furtively. Something up on. Stills up on. Stalls up on. Done is over. Steals up on. Got online. Ordered. You got something online. Okay. 10. Hup. Salt's companions. What the hell is that? Thread. Steals upon. I guess this is Hup. What's a Mapies? 10 Hut? Mateys. Salts and Mateys. Okay. Got one last thing, the road thing. The fuck is this? Geode? G road. G road? G road? E road. It's eat away. Okay, E road is eat away. Oh, that was a slog. I would say that was a generally unfun slog. Should do a quick walkthrough. TGIF, the weekend's almost here. Remember, you just want to say, it's another saying that means that thing. No idea the Incans pioneered freeze-drying food. Hopefully I can remember that. You rob a jewelry store, you split it 3 ways. That's your take. Polite form of address is ma'am. Lifted one's spirits, that's a good clue. Made a toast, right? You lift your drink. Typically it's alcoholic. Usually it's champagne, which I would not consider a spirit. Again, I think the cluing in this puzzle is a bit sus. Like it feels like it was a bit of a stretch to make the clues. Riveting rosy, icy, slurpy, slushy. Arcane is clear as mud. Synonyms. And it's arcane because it's the first letter and a cane, but you're not actually supposed to use the actual word. It just happened to be the word cane in this case, but as you saw with E road, uh, it's a different road. It's a homonym. Anytown, USA, basically mom and pop with a picket fence. That's supposed to be the American dream, I suspect. Aid for using Bluetooth. An ear clip is an aid, but that's arcane, actually. No one's doing that anymore. And most things connected by Bluetooth are not headsets. Startle is the jolt. Flirt with, hit on. Again, maybe. Flirting to me is more bi-directional. It's two-way. Whereas like hitting on is like more aggressive. Again, I probably don't love it because I think they mean different things. To feel bad is the ale. To erode something, so you want to solve the downs first, which are the puzzles, and then the acrosses. Um, it's a little bit clever, but to erode something would be to eat away at something. Highly capable is adept. Ardency, I don't actually know. I don't use that word very often. Had to guess a bit with the downs with nosily. Water feature created by rising sea levels is a RIA. I actually need to find out what that is. STEM part, so it's science, technology, engineering, and math. So you just have to pick one. We picked engineering, but the answer was science. Sierra Leone, finish the sentence. What are the odds? So see here, it's the letter B and then a tray. So it's betray. And another way to do that would be to backstab somebody. You definitely don't want to pocket dial your exes. There was a lot of options here, but because it was awkward people, you needed to pluralize it, hence exes. And then it really limits then the number of things that could be, right? Because it has to be a three-letter plural. Circuit board device is a diode, basically an on-off switch. Fast as an operation, large scale. Suzanne Collins, just supposed to know that. Helen Mirren, same thing. Futon component is a slat. It's a fold-out bed. I'm not even sure if futons really have it. I guess they must. Was transfixed by is to stare at something. Glass eel. Give a darn. So to darn something is a sew. French aperitif is a cure. Weapon with wires is a taser. I guess it's the ones you shoot, not the ones you stab into someone's neck. Unit, see, it's knitting, but homonym, kind of like erode. I don't know if I love it, but it is something. The unit is a work group. Elena Kagan, if you're American, I guess you're supposed to know that. Rio, the Rio Grande separates Mexico and Texas for I think a lot of the border. Oshkosh Bagosh, no idea what that actually means or what it's for. Supposed to know that one. No bra day. If you have your boobs chopped off, then you don't need a bra. ACLs could also be MCLs, but helpful to always pick A, because it's a vowel, right? It's just gonna be easier in most cases to make the down cross it. Auto mechanics tool is an oil gun for lubricating stuff. It's a sitrep. Situation report, I suppose. Gold medal offering, capital M, so it's a proper noun. I guess this is something that makes flour. Au contraire, not so. Thawing snow is what makes puddles in the spring. Escape. The letter S, so you type ES, just like BE. And to escape would be to also sidestep. Go a little one way or the other is to lean. Gordon Moore, again, you're just supposed to know that. But Moore's Law, I think it has its own wiki page. Again, talks about learning curve and growth. RCA, Chief Information Officer, one of the first crosses we got. Again, could also be CTO, but you don't want to use tech and then have the T mean technology. In a corner is to be trapped. Sleep apnea keeps people awake. To emit something is to give off. 10 hut, I guess that's a military thing. So again, American centric. Show listlessness is to droop. Let's say this puzzle was a bit listless. Idem, edem, don't know, not an academic. Don't write footnotes. Got online is to buy something online as opposed to logging in or signing in, which is what I originally thought of. So you just order it. Conclave actress Isabella Rossellini, no idea who that is. To espy is to have eyes on something. And again, spy, homonyms. A pay, not a foil. Add out, I am a tennis guy, so and the Aussie Open ended today, so kind of topical by accident. Approaches furtively is to steal upon something. I never say that phrase. I don't know anyone who does. Very crossword. Over here, it's pss, 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 or how you would attract a cat. Hydroelectric projects are dams. That's a gimme. White and nerdy, Weird Al reference, Chameleon and Pyre. Coming downwards, Showtime owns the movie channel. The mighty wind is a gale. Could also perhaps be a gust, but at that point we had the C, so CS didn't make sense. Idea might start a seed. Have no fear of perfection. I did not know that was Dolly, but that makes sense. Just like that. Italic. Nosily. So if you're nosy, you don't care about someone's privacy. You ask anyway. Temporary residence is a camp. I guess the largest school in the US is Arizona State. Again, if you're not an American, so much American facts. PST, again, it's not time, so it's either Pacific or Standard. So far to now, no one says that. Like some of this fill is just not really good. Same with safe harbors. Does anyone say asylum? You might say asylums, but it's a stretch. Kitty, that is the thing. Fair hiring letters, EEO, equal opportunity, equal employment opportunity, or something like that. Mini discs, I did mention I had one. It was mini discs and CDs, CD players. And then the creative Zune and then eventually the iPod is what made those obsolete. Sharp is to be acute. Aesop's fables, intended is to mean something or meant. We already talked about arcane. Kashmiri king is the Raja. Again, I don't know what that is. Or is it Raja? Maybe Raja, because it's Indian. You just gotta know this one for crosswords. Offs is to whack. Erode. Number 2 is an aid. Is it though? Like, if you have an assistant, is that your number 2 or is that just a helper? Like, you could have a vice president, right? It's not like a vice president's aide would be then the next person you tap on. Again, it feels very forced. Could have done better clues, I think. A bit is a tad. Public house is an ale. White House dog of the 80s. American centric. Guess it's Rex. Don't know whose dog that was. Helps informally is to do someone a solid. To guarantee is to ensure. Part of an act of a play is a scene. To be more crafty is to be slyer. Burr. It's a synonym of the clue when it's in square brackets. Visible signs of maturity is age spots. You know, I guess that's probably a visible sign of elderliness or being old. When I think visible signs of maturity, is like how do you tell someone's becoming more mature, you know? Not how someone's getting old. Talk shop, sure. Elena, no idea. Betray, school chaperone, yes. Later in a while, cognizant of is on to. Arlo Guthrie, again, crossword knowledge. Diddly squat is 0. Can also be nil sometimes, or zip. Megan the Stallion, pop culture. Dinner for suckers, straw. Tai Chi, common word with or without an apostrophe. I mean, again, were is a word. Uh, but we are or where, that's not a word. That's two words. It feels like bad cluing. There's just so many things you could do with this one, like maybe like a wolf prefix or something. Meaty pasta sauce is a ragu. Knurl, that's when you actually mill cuts into a piece of pipe or something to give yourself more grip. So you create those ridges so that you can hang on to it better, like in gym equipment. Unit, office folder is a laptop. Vowel sound and father is a soft A. Sure. Dude is a bro. Stereo set. I don't think anyone says that. It'd be a stereo system. Lop off. We also had lob off, which would be right. Could also be hue. We saw hued as an across. Son of. I didn't know Fitz actually meant son of, but the Ovich in Russian or whatever, that gave it away for me. Escape. Innocent sort knife. I don't know what that is. Chances are become one is to wed. Eco anxiety, if you're actually afraid of climate change. Salts, companions, these are naval people. So mateys. I was thinking peppers or like something. I don't know. Peppas. Theseus is neat in the labyrinth. Labyrinth. I don't know what that is. Solved it with thread. Rudely is to be uncouth. Marketing worker, ad representative. Credit, you give props. Elephant seals have big noses. I do not know who Gilda Radner is. A perfect storm is an idiom, because I guess they don't really exist. Venus, space trivia. Emit, done is over. Re-up. Espy, adore, a wee lad. Uh, with the spin-off America Store was a giveaway to Home Shopping Network. Suffix with emer is ATE, 8. There's again lots of ways to clue the thing 8. San Francisco to Napa, northeast. All right. That's it for the Sunday. I think we're just gonna do the Wordle and then call it good. 5-letter word. There was a lot in there. What do we want to pick? Now I can't remember any of them. Um, my brain is fried. What should we pick here? I guess we can do one of the special clues. Escape, road, E-road. Don't want to use two E's though in your road. Eat at, eats away. What else was there? User. Let's just go user, but work group. So group, we got a U. I'm gonna pick music. The U's in the right place. The S is probably not at the back. There's still a lot of choices. Could put the S at the front. Um, but I think the S in the fourth space makes sense, right? And then you have something like pulse or purse or curse. without using any of those letters because they're all already in there. Um, be like pause, maybe cause. Is there another thing that's not pause or cause? Oh, I can't even do that because of where that is. It's gonna say guest. Maybe it's quest. Guest is taken two. We did a good job picking the consonants. I think maybe it's this. No. So maybe it is S at the front. SU. Could be sunny. Could be sulky. Could be sunny. Could be sudsy. No, can't be sudsy. Let's try sunny. Yay, happy sunny. All right, let's take a look at the stats. Rich Prolks, very hard, 32 minutes. I think we were similar, right? A little bit slower. 60% faster. That's not right. My average Sunday. Oh, if I reveal a bunch of Sundays, then my average gets messed up. So I'm gonna try and do better on that 60-day thing. Okay, very hard. I bet you people didn't love it. So we had a very hard Sunday and a very hard Saturday. Dare we read the comments? I think we should. Pictures and sound? There's sound in this? Rich Prue works for the Food and Nutrition Service. This is his ninth crossword for the Times, his first Sunday. Place them in the clues. Pictures in the clues. Creative challenge by Daniel Savage. They are easy to decipher if they aren't legible on your device. Again, am I supposed to read this before? Which would be weird, right? Because then I just have answers. There are 7 examples. It's a rebus style representation of something. There's another layer, one or both ingredients in the down entry. The letter in the circled square and the illustration are homophones. Yes, they are homophones. Then they just walk you through each of them. Okay, great. The Incans, freeze-dried potatoes. This is a debut puzzle entry. You didn't know its root. Sit reps, situation reports. Okay. Elena Urquhart. Yes. We're now supposed to just know podcasts too. Man. Office folder. It's a laptop. Solves a thread. And I guess that's Greek mythology. Ariadne. The Christmas cookie icons in Laura Taylor Kinnell's Season to Taste puzzle made me think about other ways to use pictures. I came upon the idea of representing a word by placing a letter on top of a picture in a crossword square. From there, I worked through a series of convoluted cluing ideas, and after hearing no, finally landed on the clues. While I attempted mightily to use only pictures of simple designs, I was constrained by wanting the circle letters to spell an apt reveal. The New York Times staff rightly pointed out that solvers had to pull out their monocles to try and make out a picture small enough to fit in a circle in the crossword square, who's consisted of a smaller circle with 6 little leggy lines extending from it, might be justified in the nitpicking. Okay, does that actually spell out something? R-E-U-S. Oh, it spells rebuses. Rebuses. Okay, that actually made the puzzle even harder. But yeah, it's a tricky puzzle. But when they're too clever, when they try to be too clever, then everything else suffers, right? And I think this one tried to be too clever, I think. So it made it a lot fun, even though probably technically it's a very good puzzle. I have not used an ear clip, but we have everything else. Yes. I like a challenge. I like a puzzle. Quite fond of Rebus. Some clues like 18A, others met. How do you connect 22A with 19 down? Agreed. As for 29D, I saw a road through hills. How does that work with eat away, erode? Well, this person just didn't understand it. Hated the 40 minutes I did attempt to slog and hit reveal. Yes, this is a lot of gimmickry. Is that a word? The act of using gimmicks. Huh. You do learn something by reading these. Soft A, short O and a schwa, whatever that means. This puzzle harkens back to the very crunchy, nitpicky, unforgiving. Given how easy crosswords are these days, this puzzle was a refreshing slap in the face. Yeah, it was okay. I think too American centric, and some of the cluing was honestly just incorrect. Okay, super long video. That's it for now. Uh, See everybody on Monday, and hopefully for a shorter one. If you've made it this far, which you probably haven't, congratulations.